Our top focus this Tuesday now, as Israel and Iran trade strikes on a fifth consecutive day, civilians in flashpoint areas continue facing waves of attacks. In fact, in Iran, at least 224 people have been killed since hostilities began. On the other hand, in Israel, 24 people have been killed right now. Now, in the latest, Ali Shadmani, Iran's highest-ranking military officer and chief war commander, was killed in Israeli airstrikes. This news just broke moments ago. Meanwhile, explosions were heard in Tehran, with Iranian news sites reporting 3 sites in the northeast of the capital were hit by projectiles, while air defenses were activated in the city of Natanz, the location of the key nuclear installations. Here's Netanyahu, in fact, defending Israel's latest strikes on Tehran.
I mean, to have these mad mullahs who are committed to destroying us in order to destroy you, to say that they should have nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles to deliver them to you, and to say that that's not your interest, well, we're fighting this war. We're taking the action.
Israelis were told they may leave bomb shelters after air raid sirens sounded across the country and explosions were heard over Tel Aviv, although there have been no confirmed reports of casualties this morning. Over in Canada, Donald Trump left the G7 meeting in early because of what's going on in the Middle East, he says. But he did sign a joint statement with the group to express support for Israel and label Iran as a source of instability in the wider region. In a social media post, Trump also wrote in capital letters, in which you see on your screens right now, Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. He added that everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran.
Mr. President, do you want to see regime change in Iran?
I want to see no nuclear weapon in Iran, and we're well on our way to making sure that happens.
Meanwhile, a joint statement released on Monday by the foreign ministers of 21 Arab and Islamic countries condemned the ongoing Israeli military election against Iran, which has in fact been escalating tensions in the wider West Asia region as well. Now we stick with West Asia, where India has begun evacuating its nationals from Iran amid the escalating tensions between Tehran and Israel. The first batch of 110 Indian nationals who have safely crossed into Armenia will in fact be flying to New Delhi as early as Wednesday. My colleague Vishal Vivek joins me for the latest on this. Vishal, could you... And well, for our viewers just joining in, India has begun evacuating its nationals from Iran amid the escalating tensions between Tehran and Israel. My colleague Vishal Vivek joins us for the latest on this. Vishal, 110 Indian national students, in fact, have already been evacuated to Armenia. Could you tell the route that the evacuees, in fact, are taking out of Iran?
Well, the route has just been mentioned once, and this is the same route that's been taken by the 110 Indian students who were evacuated. They will be going to Armenia, and they will be traveling to New Delhi through Armenia on a flight tomorrow. And further details have not been shared as to how the rest of the students, numbering in the at least 1,900 Indian students, remain there, and they will have to be also pulled out. Other than that, there will at least be at 8,000 additional Indians who live there, and also some 800 persons of Indian origin. So in total, there are about 11,000 Indians that will need to be pulled out. They will need to be extracted from this hostile situation. On the other side, Israel also has about 20,000 Indians living there, who range from caregivers to IT professionals to students. About 5,000 students of India are there. So on both sides there are tensions, but the mostly damage has been done on the Iranian side. So that is why Indian government is trying to pull out Indian students from Iran and trying to avoid the dangerous situations that these students have been put into.
Well, thank you so much for that, Vishal.